Welcome to the Power Packed Podcast. Please be quiet and courteous and silence your cell phones now. Be sure to grab some snacks and concessions, located in the lobby. And now our feature presentation. Prepare for butter.
Time, wondering if maybe I'm losing my mind. Stepping out to the rising enemy, or maybe I'm going out to sea. Maybe you should know by now. When I get back, everything will be alright. Seems like I'm out to sea every single night. I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
I hope this old boat will stay afloat as we go.
Whoa, I don't maybe you sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind. Maybe you sink or swim. Oh, I don't mind. Maybe you sink or swim.
Wow. So, yeah, 105, 1 the width. It's our new radio station.
105. Make a radio stinger. 105 point something. The Cars.
The Cars. And then it's just yeah. Well, so my question for you, because I said 105, this is episode 105. So if you had a radio station, one, what would it be named, and what would your stinger be? Like your bam, bam, bam.
This reminds me of when we made those commercials and we posted them on here.
The Sweat Daddy, and yours was the.
What was mine?
Yours was like something.
Sweat Daddy, and
yours was something really gross. I can't remember.
Was it the pants that hold in urine or something? Or
yeah,
was
it was like a toilet pant. Like your pants have a plastic liner, so you can like basically. I think it's something like that. It's really gross.
Or did we do the same thing, but we just had different commercials for it? Because I feel like that was maybe like sweat related too.
Oh, it might have been.
You called yours the Sweat Daddy, and. Like I don't know.
Now we need to look. This is where we need, I think, like, in the podcast, usually we have somebody, we can be like, hey, Google this thing. So usually it's just us, but we need somebody to like fact check and see what episode was the advertisements.
Okay. I'm going to open up our Buzzsprout real quick. Oh, crap hole. Never mind. I have to log into too many things. I got passwords on passwords on passwords. You like passwords? I got passwords.
Passwords stacked on passwords on passwords. Wow.
Hard nipples 88 can't get in this vault because that's my password.
Is that your?
Oh crap! I told you, but you don't know if I spell out 88 or if hard is spelt like HARWD. Hard nipples 88.
Yeah,
hard nipples. Butter cutting nipples.
Butter cutting.
Like a grilled cheese with that chest, baby.
Butter cutting, yeah. What we're starting this off thick and strong with 3 C's. Yeah,
that's right. Oh, that's innovative though. Hard nipples, like especially at dinner. If you your waiters at Red Robin doesn't give you a steak knife to cut your burger in half, you can always just put some ice cubes from your Coke, hold them on the nip for a little bit. Boom, you got a razor rock hard burger cutting nip thing on your chest, and you're just
there you go. That's
you're ready to go.
Good way to clear out a banquet room in a Red Robin.
Call you Pinocchio nips. You tell a lie, your nipple grows really long, and then you can cut that burger.
This is
Nipocchio. I don't know, like.
I sometimes. So here's my thought: is because recently Charlie was like, he was checking out our podcast, and sometimes I wonder, it's kind of like, what is that, Minesweeper? You know, when you click, and you might click on just a couple of normal rows, and you might click on one that's like the bomb, and it like ruins the game. So I feel like of all these episodes, it's kind of like Minesweeper, because I imagine like with this one, someone's like, oh, I heard, my coworker John or Josh or related to them has a podcast. Let me check it out. So they jump on 105. Episode 105, and they're like, all right, Pinocchio nips. And they're like, whoa, So it's great. That's my favorite thing about this podcast, to be honest, is you really never know what you're going to get when you join in. You might get some singing, you might get some rapping, you might get some crude stuff. You might just it's just a lot of fun. That's all I can say.
Oh, we could tie in Pinocchio Nips with our with our commercial idea we were talking about for the company. So if Charlie's listening, here it is. Okay, so here's my new commercial pitch, since I know the real name of it. Okay, so a guy and a girl, the 90s sitcom thing, they come in the door. Why are you late? Honey, blah, 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 blah. They get in an argument, and then the guy says, I hate you. But then his nipples grow large because he's lying. And then the wife is like, oh, you really do love me. And his nipples are like going huge out of his shirt. And then the crowd goes, ooh, because they start making out. And then that's when the logo pops up.
There you go. Your brain
nips.
Your brain is just like a it's like a gumbo, it's got a little spice to it and some like all sorts of fun things, like shrimp and it's
but don't you get two Pinocchio nips together, because then they'll start clashing horns and the alpha's going to take down the weaker vessel.
Yeah, it's that's just nature for you. And speaking of the duel of the fates, did you see legitimately, I wanted to ask you this as like an actual podcast question. Did you see the trailer for the new Obi-Wan Kenobi series?
I haven't. No.
Oh, you should watch it. It's really good. It's going to be good. I'm excited. It's seems real crazy and real fun. So.
Is he going to be milking some creatures for blue juice or whatever? Or that was Luke.
He was milking the blue cows. Well, I was thinking, because I had a visual when you're talking about the Pinocchio nips, like a duel of the fates, like lightsabers, but it's with, someone's nipples. And then I thought of Star Wars. So that's kind of how the segue went.
I was thinking of, it's, we were talking about the bulls and their horns collide. I was thinking of female cows just like bumping udders, like, a chest bump, but like fighting. Fighting with their udders. Like swinging it, like they're slap fighting with their udders, trying to submit to me. Squirt, squirt, squirt. Slap.
What movie is that where the cow stands up on 2 feet? It's like a cartoon, and it's like...
Oh, that's Kung Pao, my dude.
Wait, isn't there a different one? I thought there's one where there's a cow.
The cow hops up, and he's like squirting milk, and the dude's doing like Matrix...
well, Kung Pao is a piece of art for sure. But
there's
also
another one where there's a cow that gets up.
It's a cartoon. Like it's like a DreamWorks movie, and it's like farm something. I don't know if it's called Barnyard or Farmyard or something.
Oh, it might be one of those. There's like a farm craze, like Chicken Run.
Chicken Run, yeah. Is it those movies? Can I just be real with you? Those movies like Chicken Run and those like movies with the weird claymation, that like Wallace and Gromit or whatever, those movies as a kid made me really uncomfortable. Did they make you uncomfortable?
I just didn't like watching them. I don't know. Yeah. It's just I could do Nightmare Before Christmas, but I can't do like Wallace and Gromit. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah, no, me too. Like, Nightmare Before Christmas, that claymation's fine, but something about Wallace and Gromit and like Chicken Run, it's something about the animation and like how their faces look. And I thought Chicken Run was scary because I thought they were like actually killing the chickens. I thought in the movie, I have to rewatch it. But I remember as a kid, I was like, I don't like this. I just honestly, I didn't like it.
Yeah, I think I've only seen it once, but I just looked up a picture of Wallace and Gromit, and it's very like I'm going to, or I just killed someone. That's the look on its face.
Yeah. They look like chicken killers for sure.
Oh, chicken killers.
Chicken killers. That's the new book by J.R. Nunchucks. Speaking of book, how we doing? Give us a Possum King update.
I am almost done editing chapter 8. I'm going through a little bit every day, not too much, because like my ADD kicks in, and I'm like, I've already written this, and now I'm reading it, but So after I finish that, editing the last 2.25 chapters, I'm gonna hit up Crumbelina, be like, yo, dog, you're good with words. Help a brother out. Help my tenses. my structure.
Yeah.
Read it. She pretty much has free create. If she wants to write a whole new chapter in there, I'm gonna be like, do it. Like, I'm giving you full creative editing freedom.
Ooh,
like you can do what you want
nice.
with this. So
That's like a family thing there. I love that. That makes me happy, like knowing that it's a collaboration. And you and I are like brothers of butter. We grew up like Regal, the Regal movie theater. Imagine that like gave birth to us, and we were two babies sweeping and scooping popcorn. And then so that's where we're at. And so how I can contribute, like I said, is I'd love to do the audio book recording. And I was thinking, I would, you have the moniker of JR Nunchucks. I was going to come up with my own for like my audio. So if you make other books, I'll be like, Opossum King, read by Jeremiah Pinkleworth or something. I don't know.
Pinkleworth.
And I'll have like an accent too. I'm just thinking I'd have fun with it for sure.
Definitely. You don't want people to know who you are, right? Reading a book about a guy who, I don't want to tell people what happens. But
no, they got to listen
magical.
themselves.
Yeah, they got to. And like I said, I think it'd be hilarious if your first read through was doing the audiobook and you just kept in your reactions. So it was.
No, that's when I plan to read it. Like I said, I'm going to the hard copy, and then I'm going to try to read the whole thing through and send you the chapters or whatever. And yeah, this is still one of my favorite things of the whole JJ Fresh universe. I mean, it's definitely your brainchild, and you've done all the work, but just to honestly be a part of like hearing the progress, and it's so ridiculous because in the end, when the book's done, there's going to be a point in your life where maybe it's been a couple years, and a book that you wrote as a joke will be out there along with an audiobook and some other stuff. It's so funny. It's just the joke that keeps going, and I love it.
I can't wait. And I've already started to look at like formatting. There's people on Fiverr, which I've narrowed it down to United States because at least I can like contact them and be like, hey, sort of a deal. There's people that'll format the book, so I guess so like you send them the file or the text or whatever, and they'll pretty much like do the font size, and they'll pretty much adjust it to
look like
be
a book,
ready
right?
to look like a book. So and then there's another so I'm gonna formatting I need to do, and then album art. I'm still like, I don't know what I want the front to be, but
did you say you wanted it to be like the Harry Potter books? Like
I think that'd be hilarious, but I feel like it'd be so expensive to hire an artist to paint an original weirdo like Harry Potter book style. I think it'd be so funny though.
I could ask around and see, because I feel like I know a few artists, and I could see if I could find someone who can do it for you for either free or like really cheap. So I'll see if I can, because I feel like that would be, it's like you got to sell it, you know what I mean? And what I was laughing though, when you're like, I think that's amazing, by the way, that you found somebody to format it, because like you said, then they get it ready and just publish it. But the part that was making me laugh is this poor person is going to get that book, and they're going to be like, okay, it's time to format, and they're going to read it, and they're going to be like, oh, should I call the police?
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think they actually read it.
Oh, that's true. They just they do the formatting.
Yeah, because they are they'll put like, I guess, page numbers on, chapter dividers, typesetting. I'm reading off the Fiverr thing. Author book, title headers, blah blah blah. So they just I don't think they actually read it. They just kind of structure it based on what you give them. So
that's true. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. So
and I'm trying to figure out what the name is of those fancy letters at the beginning of the chapter. I haven't Googled it yet, but
yeah, I know what you mean.
I want to do that.
What are they called?
So it's fancy letters at the beginning of chapter, because that'd be hilarious, because it's like, why this doesn't fit this type of book. Be quiet.
No, it needs that. No, I think because the whole point of it is you're trying to add in as many funny, subtle things as possible. It's like Easter eggs,
It's called an initial drop cap. Which this person does. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. Drop caps.
It's called an initial drop cap?
They're called drop caps, apparently. So I don't know. Oh, yeah. So you find a font, I guess, that you like. And then you just, boom. That's cool. That's freaking hilarious. Okay, anyways. We are the Power Pack Podcast, Pocket featuring 2001 Friendship.
Oh man, this has been a fun one so far. We're only 14 minutes in, but yeah, it's been a wild one. Thank you for listening. So we're Power Pack Podcast, like John said. John and I have been friends now. This year, I got to figure out what date, probably sometime in winter, marks the 10-year anniversary of my friendship with John. I think like 2012. I don't know if we were friends by 2012, at least 2013 for sure. But it's been a while, and our this podcast and the friendship, it's all like a movie theater bucket of popcorn. It's got a lot of layers, especially you put a lot of butter on it, and it's just it's delicious. So
super delicious. And I sent a link of the font or what I forgot the name of them already.
Oh,
drop caps.
Drop caps.
Yeah, if you go to page 2, there's some that I'm like, okay, I can see this being the first letter of the chapter. Like, just the weird. Now the trick is like, can I actually free for commercial use? Boom.
Oh, yeah.
So go to page 2. There's some good ones. I like the second from the top, and the third from the top's good. Fifth from the top is pretty solid. There's some good ones.
Drop caps, yeah, those are really good.
Yeah, so every chapter, the first word will be that,
Yeah.
which is hilarious to me.
But
anyways, yeah,
it's beautiful. Is that your dog, by the way?
yeah. I was giving her whipped cream, and it fell on her face, and I was like, well, I guess I gotta get a picture.
Oh, that's a great picture. I like it. That's it's a very pretty
It's like
dog.
a half heart.
Yeah, it's nice. It's very
all in her eye when I wiped it off, and so I was like worried she'd get like a weird whipped cream infection, but it all came out eventually.
That's good. I think that's what matters, is you were able to get the whipped cream out of the eye and not have to have a vet bill. So that's always good. That's always a positive, a plus, really.
There's a plus. She used to be afraid of whipped cream because I would use the compressed air and like spray it at her, and she'd be like, oh. And then the whipped cream makes the same sound. But she saw me eating it. She's like, oh. So then I like gave her a little bit, and now she loves whipped cream and thinks compressed air is whipped cream. But
yeah,
it's not.
It's equal parts. One of those things that it's like a scary treat. You know what I mean? It's like for me, that's like spicy food. It's like, ooh, this tastes good, but I'm scared because it's gonna hurt my tummy. So
yeah, it's like that experiment that guy did with the dog, and he rang the bell. Made it salivate.
Yeah, the Pavlov.
But you put a twist to it, and then you start ringing the bell, and you start like getting lit cigars and putting it on her paw, and then now when you ring the bell, she doesn't know if she's getting like food or a lit cigar. So it's like that was all a metaphor for compressed air and whipped cream. Yeah. So come at me, Peter.
Yeah. Perfect metaphor for life. You never know if you're going to get a cigar in the hand or whipped cream. So that's well put.
Speaking of cigar, I don't I know you're a Marvel daddy now. I'm not a Marvel daddy, and actually this doesn't matter because I'm referencing Batman, which I realize now is not Marvel. Come at me, nerds. Yeah. So apparently the new Robert BATterson, I'm going to call him, which I'm sure that's already been coined on Twitter, but who's on Twitter? The Penguin villain doesn't have a cigar because they didn't want kids to think it was cool to smoke. But I'm like,
really? But that's like isn't that an adult movie?
It's Batman, and he's punching people. So you can't smoke, but you can hit your classmate if he calls you a name. Oh, Batman would do that, right? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, kid, why do you have a freaking knife in your belt? It's my utility belt. And he stabs the teacher in the face. Batman taught me this.
Yeah. Batman.
I don't know, man.
Honestly. No, that's the part that's funny is they're so selective with, and I get that. You want to be, I'm all for that. I'm supportive of giving the youth the right picture of things, but that movie is about a guy dressed as a bat, wearing bat armor, punching villains, or like criminals. So, like, I get that, and it's kind of funny too, because obviously people are trying to like not have smoking and things as much, but it's funny when you watch like a movie from like It's a Wonderful Life or something, and everybody's smoking, and it's just like, it's just
what
funny.
Cracks me up in a depressing way, I guess. Like, there's this one show that me and Shirlene were watching, and the first season was pretty good. The second season was actually no. We watched the second season. Yeah, the second season was okay. The third season, by like episode 3, I just would say, or she'd be like, "You want to watch the show?" And I'd be like, "I guess we could watch her porn now." Because it was so just graphic every episode, and it was on Netflix.
Oh.
I'm like, this is like, they had borderline orgies and like swinging and all this stuff. I'm like, this isn't the show it was the first season. Now it's just disgusting. But yet, you can't give the penguin a cigar, but you can have all this crazy, like, nasty stuff. It's just...
Yeah.
Like, I'll take the cigar any day. Like, at least I'm not getting no gonorrhea from a cigar.
Yeah, exactly. No, you coined it perfect. It's funny how, because there's some like straight up real crazy stuff on Netflix, but Lord forbid a villain who is used to having a cigar. Because I thought that was like the thing, like Danny DeVito, he had the cigar, he's the penguin,
Yeah, that's like part of its, that's like, it's like taking Slash's top hat. It's like, why? He's not Slash without it.
Well, they don't want kids wearing top hats.
If it was a fedora, I would understand. If Slash wore a fedora, I'd be like, we should ban that. We should.
Yeah. I would do that too. I'd be like, it's not good for the kids, the children, to see this guy wearing a fedora. We just can't.
It's a bad influence.
No fedoras. That's just bottom line.
Slash in a fedora. See if it exists.
I bet it. No, he probably never takes that hat off.
Oh, he is in a fancy boy hat, not a top hat. Here, I'll drop a picture. He is so, like, you don't think of Slash as being a jack dude, but oh my god, he's got some gains on him.
No, he's buff. I thought. Well, it's probably all the shredding. When you're shredding guitar all the time. I mean, that's probably why you look like a bodybuilder. Because you're just shredding the guitar all the time. You don't even have to go to the gym. You're just sweeping. If you sweep a guitar 6 hours a day, your arms will be so big you can't touch your nose. So.
Yeah, and he's got those like those ankle weights for basketball players so they can jump higher. He's kind of got that on his wrist with those watches. He's got some
watches,
some serious geodudes up in those timepieces.
Some geodudes.
This is a half rat, right?
Yeah, so we're almost ready to dip into the other one too. I mean, should we do like a little bit, like not a butter dome, but maybe like a butter stick?
Yeah, we could do a butter stick. Oh, and you know what? We don't have to do it this episode, but we haven't gone musical in a hot minute. So I'm just throwing it out there for any future episodes, maybe within 10. Maybe we can get a little kids boppy,
I think so too. I was thinking that the other day. I know lately it's been more of talking. If you look back at some of them, we have like all these songs we have, and I might, because I've been meaning to make more music stuff too. I might just like whip up some beats and send them to you, and then you can just like just make a rap over the song, or we can like collab on something. Just have some fun.
Yeah, have some fun in the sun with a machine gun shooting the ants because they're getting my pants. And every time they bite me, I want to dance.
Dancing boy, yeah.
I just see Josh in a turret, and he's just like shooting an anthill. All these little ants are just dying, just blowing up.
Yeah, no ants.
Fire on the fire ants.
Fire on the fire ants. Oh, yeah.
Pew 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 pew
man.
pew pew pew.
We should. I think when you release your, I don't know. I thought this. I was thinking of because it said not butter down, but butter stick. When you release your book, we should have a butter stick eating competition. Just and the person wins a signed copy of Possum King.
That would be good. Yeah, we could do a butter stick eating competition. I'd probably throw up after maybe a quarter, maybe 3 tablespoons or whatever. No,
That's the most
how
I
do
could
they
do.
measure out a cup? Or they do it like stick of butter. Let me look at the measurement stick. I was also thinking like you're on a chopper. You know how they kill boars on the machine guns, or they're like shoot the boars in Texas, and you're like shooting things, but you keep missing, quote unquote. They're like, man, you haven't hit a single boar. Be like, yeah, but I've hit all the anthills.
Yeah, the ants.
Yeah. Tablespoon. Okay, they're divided up into tablespoons.
It's tablespoons. Yeah.
That doesn't seem right.
It's
Like if I was to cut a tablespoon of cold butter and microwave it on top of a tablespoon, I think there'd be too much butter. I feel like it's more than a tablespoon.
No, it definitely is. That always confuses me too when I'm baking or doing other things. It's not a tablespoon. It's just it's too much. That's
a lie.
gross. Heaping tablespoon, but ain't a real tablespoon.
These butter nipples are going to be growing real long after that lie. Pinocchio butter. Butter Pinocchio. Okay, what do we got? We have 4 minutes, and I have to let the dog out. So I'll let you talk about Pinocchio rubbing butter on his body as a wooden boy, because Geppetto told him that would make him a real boy, and Geppetto is sitting in the corner watching like a creep. So you can vibe off of that image right there. Okay, be right back.
Yeah, leaving me with some real good stuff to think about and visualize when it's going and letting the dog out. Yeah, I had Quiznos the other day and it was good. I enjoyed my Quiznos sandwich. For about probably a decade, I hadn't eaten Quiznos. I ate Quiznos as a child, and then recently, I had like a year ago, maybe less than that. I had a Quiznos sandwich and I enjoyed it, and I had one yesterday and it was good. So I just wanted to let everyone know that if you forgot, and I just wanted to say how I think Quiznos is better than Subway. I'm just gonna say it. So just let that settle. You can let me know if you don't. You comment in the comments and say which one you prefer. Oh, that's perfect. I'm gonna ask. We'll ask everybody. We'll have the community ask. So when John gets back, I'm gonna have him whip up a poll, because I want to see. Well, there's a few options. We've got probably 4 options. But I don't know. I don't want to. It's too many options to think of. Yeah. Are you back? Is he back?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've got a podcast poll idea. We could save the butter stick for next episode. Well, we could get some too, but I have a podcast poll idea because while you were gone, I was thinking about Quiznos. I had Quiznos yesterday and it was good. And
Quiznos subs.
Oh, I thought of that today too, though. They got the pepper bar. So that's good marketing. That's like you, if you were hired by Quiznos to make a commercial, it would probably look like that. So that's why I love it. But my podcast poll is, I want to ask people what's better, Quiznos or Subway. That's like I'm curious because I like Quiznos more. I don't really particularly like Subway that much. And I know it's crazy, but
okay. Let me create post.
I'm curious.
Oh, let's go through the votes for 104 real quick before we.
Ooh, perfect. Yes.
Our next food review episode, I guess, should be Surfer a la carte.
Yeah.
Whatever that means. But I think the Penn and Teller one would still be hilarious.
I would love that too. I mean, we can make either happen, but the people have chosen, so we got to make an episode. I don't know. I'm trying to think when we can do it.
It could be like a Surfer Penn and Teller.
Dude, I'm gonna do some magic, man.
What's up, dude? Hey, Teller, you want to get crazy with it on the wave and crack some whipped cream. You know, I don't know why Penn is on. Wait, which one's the quiet one?
Wait, but Teller's the quiet one and Penn's the loud one. Yeah.
He's just like disgruntled. He's like, "Hey, you crashed some gnarly waves, dude." Oh my gosh, yeah. This croissant's magical, dude. I gotta eat this. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, I made it myself because I'm magic. He's not a chef though. I'm mixing up everything.
Dude, so okay. Great. Yes, chef. Thank you, chef.
Thank you, chef, dude. What?
Yes. Just go on to, dude. You gotta go on to Kitchen Nightmares. When Gordon Ramsay's screaming at you, just be like, "Yes, thank you, chef, dude."
Thank you, chef, dude. I'll work on myself for my family, dude.
Dude,
yeah,
it's gonna be sick. I'll get better, man. I'll make that pork loin.
I'll make that pork loin the way you want, dude. Oh yeah,
dude. You're gonna have so much gravy on your pork loin. You'll be surfing, man. It's gonna be sick, man.
It's gonna be sick. It'll be hang 10 on this loin, dude. And I promise, I learned my lesson. 120-degree pork loin. It's just not hot enough, dude.
Yeah,
it's just not hot. I get it now. You were mad at my raw meat, but I'm gonna heat that meat, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna heat that meat. Yes, chef, dude.
Yes, chef, dude. Thank you, chef, dude. Man, that's just fun. I think that could be the episode. Just literally what we did there, and just nonsensical, like just. Oh, that could be it. It's like it's Penn and Teller as surfers trying to cook, and then yeah.
Hey, Ramsey, dude. I was making some cookies, and I think I put salt instead of sugar in there, man. Is that gonna be a problem, man?
Oh, dude, they're gross, man. I ate one and I was just like pooping my pants, bro.
Oh, it's like I was swimming at the beach or something, dude. It's so salty. Oh.
Yeah.
Salty cookies. Oh, chef, dude. You didn't give me the right recipe, bro. You gave me sea cookies.
Cookies. Oh, dude, that's what we should make when we do the Penn and Teller episode. We should make sea cookies, and it has like a pound of salt in it.
Dude, they're gonna look so weird.
They look so gross. Well, that episode that we had Andrea on where we made the cookies with all the salt, and they like looked like just so gross, like they were all melted and.
We don't even use fine salt. We use the thick, coarse salt.
Oh. What if?
Oh, sea cookies, dude.
Dude, it's so sick, dude. They make you so thirsty, bro.
Bruh, with chocolate chips, more like sand dollars, dude. That's what I put in my sea cookies. We use Ritz crackers for sand dollars to put in our sea cookies.
I think.
Yes, chef, dude.
So I'm gonna put a note of that. So we have to talk like surfers the whole time, yeah.
Dude, I finally found it, and I'm like, I'm not going Scottish or anything, man. I'm Malfoy, bro.
Malfoy, bro. I love that. I still love that arc. How it's just the one surfer guy. Like they're all British, of course. There's one guy who's just super like California. You also have to be the age you are now, so they're all, and you have to. It has to be the year one. Harry Potter.
So I'm like this big kid, like what's up,
like
Malfoy, bro? Yo, I'm in Slytherin with you, dude.
Dude, it's gonna be
slither around.
Dude, you ready to slither?
You ever eat a snake?
Dude, I've eaten a snake, bro. It's sick.
Yeah, bro. Let's go out in the desert. Let's like chomp on some snake, dude. Let's get some rattlers in our mouth, huh?
So dumb. Oh, I love it.
It's like when Moses throws his staff down, it turns into a snake or whatever. Like, you know, you throw your broom down, it turns into a snake, and then, bro, I just made dinner with my what was it called? The Flyer 1000 or my surfboard 8 Quidditch. What was that broom called?
Snake
Boy 840.
840. Snake Boy 840. This Snake Boy 840. I just need to pause to think about how you show up with this broom called a Snake Boy 840.
Bro, I got the latest edition, dude. First edition, Snake Boy 840. It goes 80 knots an hour or something like that. Top speed, dude. Mega gust.
Around. Yeah.
Yo, I'm Malfoy. I shaved my head to be more aerodynamic, dude. But you can't tell because my hair was so blonde it looked like my scalp. Dude.
Thank you for tuning into our regularly scheduled program. Contact Josh and Jonathan at powerpackedpodcast@gmail.com. Support the show at patreon.com/powerpacked. See you next time, you dirty little rat babies.